Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Assam, and the Union Territory of Puducherry are all headed to polls this year. With the assembly elections just months away, expectations were high that the union budget will include special schemes or targeted allocations for these states. But in her budget speech, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman avoided election specific announcements, sticking instead to a broader national priority and fiscal discipline. This approach has drawn criticism from opposition parties, particularly in states ruled by non-NDA governments who say that the budget overlooked regional needs. So, what did these poll-bound states actually get? We spoke to the Hindus reporters across these states to understand the allocations and the political reactions on the ground.
The much anticipated Union Budget 2026-27 presented by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on February 1, 2026 falls short of attractive announcements tailored to have immediate electoral appeal in the poll-bound Tamil Nadu. While there are few broad sector-wise measures which would benefit the state, including export promotion measures on leather and seafood sector related to MSMEs, semiconductor mission and electronics compound manufacturing, the budget lacks standout announcements. With respect to Tamil Nadu, the Finance Minister announced 2 high-speed rail corridors to promote environmentally sustainable passenger systems such as Hyderabad to Chennai and Chennai to Bengaluru. She also announced a proposal to establish a dedicated rare earth corridor to promote mining, processing, research and manufacturing. The Union government will develop ecologically sustainable mountain trails at Podigi in Western Ghats and a bird watching trail along the Pulicat Lake on the Tamil Nadu-Andhra Pradesh border. As a part of development of heritage and cultural tourism, the centre will develop Adichanallur archaeological site in Thoothukudi district. Excavated landscapes will be opened to the public through curated walkways. Immersive storytelling skills and technologies will be introduced to help conservation labs, interpretation centers and guides. According to this budget, Tamil Nadu will receive 4.097% of the net proceeds of shareable central tax as per the recommendations of the 16th Finance Commission, which will take effect on April 1, 2026. This is only marginally higher when compared to 4.079% of the net proceeds of shareable central taxes recommended by the 15th Finance Commission. Further, the Union government maintained the status quo with respect to the vertical share of devolution to the states from the divisible pool at 41% in accordance with the 16th Finance Commission's recommendations, though states like Tamil Nadu had demanded that it be increased to 50%. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin sharply reacted to the budget. He said the budget defeated Tamil Nadu's expectations that the Union government would take note of states' requirements and listen to its demands, especially since it was an election year. He also said the budget ignored states' interests and there are no schemes for welfare of poor, women, farmers and those on margins of the society. On the other hand, leader of the opposition and AIDMK General Secretary Edappadi K. Palaniswamy said the budget had been framed with a clear focus on strengthening fiscal management, reducing the fiscal deficit and ensuring sustained economic growth. He said these measures will further reinforce India's long-term economic stability and growth trajectory. However, some of the demands put forth by the state during the pre-union budget meeting held early last month included approvals for Coimbatore and Madurai metro rail projects, funds due to the state under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan and Jal Jeevan Mission, and sanctioning of intra-state railway projects. However, they did not find mention in the budget speech.
So the West Bengal government, the chief minister has already reacted to the budget, and she's been very critical, calling it a directionless and visionless budget. What is interesting this year, because this is the usual criticism which comes from the opposition, particularly from Trinamool Congress. But what is interesting this year is West Bengal is going to polls, and the budget document doesn't mention West Bengal in any way. So there, just I could find only 3 references. One is this high-speed rail corridor connecting Varanasi and Siliguri, and then there is this dedicated freight corridor connecting Dankuni in the east to Surat in the west. And the chief minister said that This Dankuni thing has been pending for quite long. When she was the rail minister in 2009, she had announced a dedicated freight corridor connecting Dankuni in West Bengal to Amritsar in Punjab. So that, and the third reference is to this Purvodaya. We all, where whenever senior BJP leaders come, Prime Minister, Home Minister, they refer to the development of East. So Purvodaya, it proposes an East Coast Industrial Corridor with well-connected node at Durgapur, creation of 5 tourism destinations. If we compare this budget again to the budget last year and when there was elections in Bihar, we can see the difference. Not only the chief minister, even the Trinamool Congress General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee said that in 85 minutes of the finance minister's speech, there was no mention of West Bengal. So this will be very hard for the BJP, which is the principal opposition party here, to defend as to why West Bengal was left out.
The Kerala Finance Minister, Mr. Balagopal, has already gone on record saying that the budget is very disappointing for the state as well as the Indian economy in general. So Kerala has found two mentions in the speech actually. Apart from the dedicated rare earth corridor, the other one is the Turtle Trails project. So the rare earth corridor scheme, Kerala had proposed in its wish list and also in the state budget, which was presented on January 29. That this project had featured very prominently in both these documents. Finance Minister Mr. Balagopal has already stated that what Kerala requires from this project is industries in Kerala, which can generate employment and investment, not the minerals are mined and carted off to outside the state. So that is one. How this project is going to be implemented is going to be very important, especially when you consider the environmental aspects of mining. Mining has already been a controversial issue in Kerala, and the coastal areas have been facing coastal erosion for a long time now. Otherwise, all the major demands have been ignored. Kerala had asked for a 21,000 crore special fiscal correction package. In the previous two budgets, also Kerala had demanded the same thing, but all three times this demand has been ignored. Also, Kerala's demand for an AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, that has been pending for a long time. So that also has not found any mention in the budget. Another demand was a lot of projects linked to the Vizhinjam seaport, the new port at Vizhinjam. So that also has not found mention. And the high-speed rail corridor. Although 7 high-speed rail corridor projects have been announced in the budget, Kerala has not found any mention in that respect also. So, but on the other hand, the 16th Finance Commission, although it has retained the devolution to 41%, Kerala's share has been increased from 1.92% to 2.38%. The divisible tax pool so that is a positive for Kerala. But how the finer details have to be worked out. On the other hand, Kerala is also likely to benefit from a lot of general announcements in the budget, like the Mahatma Gandhi Gram Swaraj initiative for boosting traditional industries like khadi and handloom, the coastal cargo promotion scheme. Kerala has 2 major ports and a string of minor ports along the coast. So how that project will benefit Kerala remains to be seen. In the farm sector, the coconut promotion scheme and the dedicated program plan for cashew, those two schemes, along with the sandalwood to promote focused cultivation, there's a scheme for that. And the other scheme pertains to the blue economy, the plans to strengthen the fisheries value chain, and also fishing beyond the territorial waters, how that will benefit states like Kerala, coastal states like Kerala, that also remains to be seen. But in general, there's disappointment with the budget, especially with Kerala going for the assembly elections in a few months' time. Actually, everybody was expecting something. So the BJP state president Rajiv Chandra Shekhar has already gone on record saying that the Kerala government has not been performing.